Hi, Dr. Shauna Eishens here today to talk about castor oil. I tease that I use this stuff like Frank's Red Hot Sauce. If you're familiar with that slogan and commercial, that's about how often I recommend castor oil. It's wonderful for so many things, so let's quickly talk about some of those things today. I'm going to do a brief overview. If you have further questions or concerns, then maybe that can be another topic of discussion in the future. So some things that you may not think of for castor oil are putting a drop in your eye before bed. This can not only help with the obvious of eye dryness, but also things like cataracts, poor vision. Literally helps to improve your vision. How amazing is that? So obviously you want to do it right before bed, just one drop. It can get a little obviously blurry, so that's why you want to do it before bed. Don't do it with contacts. Don't do it if you have had any eye surgery, replacing lenses, anything like that. Avoid it. Another great one that I prescribe it often for is any pain or inflammation. This can be pain from things like gallstones, kidney stones, dysmenorrhea or menstrual cramps. You can put a little cloth or right on your skin, put the castor oil on, put a cloth over it with some heat if that feels better and doesn't aggravate anything. And whether it's 5 minutes, 60 minutes, as long as things aren't worse or progressing, which typically people say it really helps with pain and inflammation. You can put it topically over your liver, which there's a picture there, but our liver sits below our right side, our right breast, protected by our rib cage there. That's where our liver is, and then gallbladder is more central. So if you want to improve detox pathways, bile flow, if you're doing a cleanse, a fast, if you're feeling sluggish or have sluggish detox pathways or sluggish liver, fatty liver, any of those things can be really great for, we call them Castor Oil Pack, but it's simply putting either a cloth that you don't care about saturated with the oil, or put the oil right on your skin, put a cloth over it in some heat. And you can do that for, same thing, 30 to 60 minutes. You can even go to bed with some castor oil there. Another great one is constipation. Rubbing clockwise. Our intestines move, flush out, and go clockwise. So whether you're rubbing on somebody else or yourself, always go clockwise. Castor oil is thick like motor oil, and it can stain, but it doesn't really smell, and it's, as you can, well, you can't see in this bottle. This is a small bottle. Often I have a big bottle that's clear. I'm not particular to this brand. I know Heritage is another fine one that's hexane free. But yeah, just rub it clockwise. Works beautiful, whether it's an infant, senior. I used to be a massage therapist, and I literally would have people come in. We wouldn't necessarily just use castor oil, but that clockwise direction can flush people out like you would not believe. So that can be great for constipation, pain. What else? Dry skin, obviously. You can use it for dry feet. To put a pair of socks on underneath, wake up, and it's like you have new skin. Another option is, once again, pain and inflammation, but let's say you sprain your ankle. There's bruising. Castor oil would be beautiful to put on that area to help with the bruising, help with the pain and inflammation. Absolutely wonderful option. One more that I won't dig into too much, but if you are pregnant and overdue past your delivery date, a labor balm, we call them, which is castor oil and Epsom salt, that can help induce labor. It also induces major bowel movements and loose stool. So since the uterus and our bowels are in such close proximity, that's the theory with that. But please do not do this if you are not overdue, if you have not consulted with your doctor or midwife. Please, please, please. It can work, but please consult with your midwife or doctor. Lip balm, easily just put a little castor oil on. Like I said, it's very thick. You don't need much. Reduces scarring. So if you have not necessarily a scar that's a day old, or a lesion rather that's a day old, but if you have a scar that's closed, there's no infection, and you can even do a little cross fiber friction, which is just going, across that scar or that suture area to help break up any scar tissue. And what else? There's so many different uses for castor oil, but hopefully you learned a few there. And it's so cheap, it lasts forever, And like I said, this is a small bottle, but you can buy bigger bottles. And it's wonderful for pain, inflammation, and lots of other things. So happy castor oiling.